Welcome back, everybody. So sorry it's been so long. Life's just taken its toll on everything else. So I was going to video this entire build of my course, but the problem I ran into was that I had a phone die and I lost all the video footage from start to finish. And so I'll just kind of give you the rundown. I mean, it would have been cool to show you the time lapse. I had tons of video, but I'll just do one video. What I started with was a just regular sheet of 4x8 OSB, ripped it lengthwise, right in half. And so you can see I butted the two halves together. And so it's 2 feet wide. I figured a foot on each side is plenty of course for these little 24s. So that's what we ran with. And then pretty much it is just piled garbage. So it's styrofoam, cardboard, you name it. Okay. And so you just punch the cardboard, you beat the crap out of your styrofoam, you do whatever it is. There's some of it is spray foam. You can see some of these rocks here are spray foamed. And then we got these little bushes at Walmart. You can get a whole bag of these for like $5-6. And then my little girl came and helped me put them in. You just either hot glue, or I used some E6000 because I had a tube of it that I didn't really have any use for anymore. But and then what I've been doing is on my grit, you can see some of it's loose and some of it's really kind of stuck into the grout. But it's just anthill gravel. Go to a big old red anthill and just shovel up a ton of it. I mean, it's perfect little grit. And then so yeah, this is just piled up cardboard, styrofoam, all kinds of garbage. And then once you get it kind of to a basic shape, then I spray foam it, fill in any little gaps that you have. And then I would drape it with, let's see, I'll just kind of scan around it while you give it time to focus, I guess. A buddy of mine, he 3D printed this little truck. He was going to make it into like a hard body for the 24s, and somewhere it messed up. So he gave it to me, and so I just kind of gave it the beat up rustic paint job. And my kid had a couple of these little barrels from his little play set that he wasn't using anymore, so I kind of rustified them up and threw them in the back of it there. I'm going to probably take a tire and chop it in half and set it inside of the fender wells there so that it looks like it's sank into the ground. And yeah, so we just did the little river, took some rocks, and then I E6000 them down too. They're stuck down there. And the little bridge is just some little branches that we cut and roped them together, and came up here. It's kind of hard to see with the shadows, the lighting. But so yeah, you got a real deep pit, and that looks pretty easy, but it's actually really easy to get high centered and stuck on there. So then you can come around, and the beauty of this course, I ended up making it to where you can put your gates in many places. So you could make it have to come up and around. You can just do a straight loop, or if there's a lot of people coming to play, you could just split the course in half. And that's why I left this big flat open spot here, so that you had to turn around to just do one half while somebody did the other half, or you could do a full length. This side, you can come up the side, you can choose, to zigzag through. Of course, that's just pretty much like your little straddle little deal there. I can't remember the name of that, but anyway. And then, if you've got something like a belly dragger, you might be able to come up this side. Well, it doesn't look that steep, but it really is. It's pretty steep. And without the grit, I didn't have anything. Not even the Warthog could make it. So, and then with this, I made it to where this could be a third path, so that you got one path across here, one through the center, and then one over the bridge. So this side, you could really make your course. I mean, there's a lot of configurations you could have people run it on. So yeah, and all in all, I mean, it took me a while. I took some downtime and everything, but so what I ended up using was, once you get your garbage down, your spray foam down, this is the plaster cloth. and I got it off of Amazon. It was like $20 or $25, but it came with 6 rolls, and I ended up using a total of 9 rolls to do the whole project. And it dries really quick. You just dip it in the water, and then you just drape it over your garbage, and you have enough time to wet your hand and smooth it and get little wrinkles out. It takes, 10-15 minutes to harden up, so you got time. And then I just went to Walmart, grabbed this cheap little dollar brush. In fact, I grabbed another one just to do any touch-ups. And then I went to my little local hardware store and just got this little bag of grout. So this is 2 by 8 wide times 2. So you've actually got 32 feet of course, and that entire box of grout did it with no problems. And then it was even already colored, so that's the haystack. That's the color that it pretty much came in. And they had like gray, they had reddish browns like terracotta. So they had a whole bunch of different ones that you could do. It paints really well. There was a few spots that I just kind of hit it with some darker browns. And you can see a little bit of like highlighting on some of those. That's paint and shadow, I'm sure. But yeah, but for the most part, it is really tough. I mean, it takes quite a beating. And, and it touches up okay. That was a spot. I don't even know what the hell happened. One of my kids probably whacked it with something. But, yeah, I ended up patching all that back over because there was a big ding there. And I didn't have a paintbrush, so that's why I just kind of just drizzled it on with a spoon. But anyway, this is the finished course. And so we'll be running some friendly runs on it here soon. Hopefully we'll bust out our trophies and get a best fast time, and maybe have some fun with some pizza and some kiddos and get them in here to do this. So, all right, guys, I really appreciate everybody that's followed, and what a great community. You guys are all badasses, you know that. So this stuff helps keep us sane. So if anybody has any questions or advice, I mean, I'm no pro, and my little girl came out here and just helped me put stickers and, just covered it up. I mean, there's a lot more room to go. Maybe we'll end up designing a logo, and I was hoping to get some sponsorships possibly. So this Gibby's beard oil, they're badass. Those guys are veteran owned, and they make some really good smelling beard oil. I've trimmed my beard for a little bit. It's getting hot, but in the winter time, I definitely use their products. It's really good stuff. The smell lasts a long time, and it's really cheap. So, and then they have sample kits where it's about $1 a bottle to sample it, and the samples actually go for quite a while. So, yeah, just go on there. There's another one of their stickers. They send you lots and lots of merchandise every time you order, but it's Gibby's Beard Company, and you won't regret it. I like their, it's called like Old America. It's really good stuff. It's kind of like a bay rum and tobacco type smell. But anyway, just awesome stuff. So I'm excited to get it running on there. Had a buddy stop in today, and he ran a little loop on it, and he had a blast. So I didn't get any of that on video, but maybe down the road we'll do a live feed and get you guys involved, get some comments. Like I said, I'd love any advice. And if you have any questions at all on building your own course, just let me know. So I'm here to help. All right, you guys have a great one. And like always, Cold Crawlers out.